Judge, this was we're bringing back from last week. I'd approached about moving his monitor. You agree to remove it, but you want to bring him in to admonish him that there's still no contact with the.
Come on up, Mr. Santana. So he's a truck driver, if I remember correctly, right?
You got it. That's the one that you.
The unlawful restraint is it an ex? Shh. Is it an ex-wife? Is that
No, they're
her?
going through a divorce. They've had no contact since the inception of this matter.
Quick legal note, when the judge says, "I've ordered you not to have contact," that's not just a suggestion, it's a binding condition of bond. If the court finds contact occurred, the judge can revoke bond and order jail. That's why the judge keeps hammering no means no, big stakes here. Do you think the warning is fair or over the top? Drop a comment. Would you risk calling someone if the judge specifically banned contact? Okay, back to the clerk trying to reach the complainant.
Whether the divorce goes through remains to be seen, but as of right now, they're separated for sure.
Or you think that there's? So
I don't think.
I need you to understand, Ms. Santana. Come on up. I need you to understand that. So Willie says that you guys are going through divorce. It may not happen. I hope that you're not having contact with this person because I've ordered you not to have contact with this person.
There's been no contact.
Don't. If I find that you're having contact and I don't care whatever mean it is, I'm going to throw your butt in jail. Do you understand? It looks like to me like you're having contact with her. Mannerisms are a big tell, Mr. Santana. And your mannerisms tell me that you're having contact with this person. I hope and pray that you're not. Because if I find that you do, I'm going to light you up. Do you understand? No means no. And I don't care what is going on in your life. I don't know, Willie, because I think he's having contact with her.
Judge, there's been, I think in this case, had there been, because she's still, my understanding, the state has had contact with her.
Well, I don't care if the state has contact. I don't want him to have contact.
No, I understand that, but I, through the calls that did not appear, her agitation level with them is pretty high that it has been. I think that the court would receive no.
Your Honor, if I may, when speaking with the complainant, she advised that she'd be comfortable with an intermediary. She does not want contact, but she'd be comfortable with an intermediary for the purpose of their children, but that's the extent that she's willing to.
Last time you talked to her.
So the last time was November and we were unable to get a hold. I can reach out now
No.
and try right now.
Yeah.
Yes, Judge.
I mean, I want to know that he's not having contact with her before.
Moment of reality check. Removing a GPS. Ankle monitor is usually conditional. The court can lift the device only if it's confident the no contact order will actually be followed. So yes, taking the tracker off freedom to contact the complainant. The judge even suggests using an intermediary for child-related communication. Sensible but awkward. Quick poll for you. Who would you pick? As an intermediary, a family member, lawyer, or neutral third party? Vote in the comments. Alright, judges, reluctant. Okay, means 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
That thing off, So let me make sure. And if so, I'll take it off.
Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable because he's out of town.
We'll see.
He can't be.
There are many other ways that someone can reach. Take a seat in the jury box.
They were unable to get in touch with her. And Judge, so given that we're unable to get in touch with her, we're not opposed to removing the GPS. We just
No, because
we just want to keep the no contact, Your Honor. That's the main thing is she wants no contact. We want to respect that. But otherwise, I mean, we don't have any indication she's not getting in contact with us about any further incidents and we can't get a hold of her now. So,
how many times have you reached out to her?
so we reached out to her.
One today.
The last time as well, last time he told me I reached out then, and then today I reached out again. I even tried reaching out to her emergency contacts on her driver's license and nobody's answering to get a hold of her.
Judge, I firmly believe that had there been an issue, she would have been in touch with the state. He's a trucker, he's moved out, he's living in his truck. I brought him off the route.
But I mean, all I'm doing is taking off the device, right? But so you're saying he's sleeping in his car. I mean, what?
Well, I mean, I brought him off the route because I thought this was already agreed to that we were going to do this last week and brought him into admonition to maintain no contact, which he's already been doing.
Mr. Santana, come up. Do you have an offer in this case, Willie?
Offer.
Can you put an offer in this case?
We'll look at it, Your Honor.
Okay. I will reluctantly take it off, but I want you to understand that you're not to have contact with this person. If I find that you do, I will issue a warrant for arrest. I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand? No means no. I don't care what's going on. I don't care who. If you want to have any kind of contact with her, you must use an intermediary, someone else to use to contact
And
her.
they have one. They have an intermediary.
Who is it?
It's the daughter.
Yes, Judge, it's the daughter.
All right, Mr. Santana, good luck. All right. Okay. All right, Willie.
Thank you, Judge.
You got it, man. So is this true? You got into college? Wow, I'm so proud of you. That's so great. What are you going to be doing? That's awesome. Have you started yet, or when do you start?
Not when I start. I'm doing them online.
Okay, that's okay. Look, you got to start somewhere. Start small, and then you just build up, and then at some point it'll just get bigger, better, and then just keep at it. It's going to be hard. It's not easy, but if it was easy, everybody would be doing it, right? That's why the more difficult something is, in the long run, the better pay you get. Just keep up. If you ever have any issues, if you need help, just come back to us. We'll help you with whatever you need. Really, just stay with it, stick the course, and just keep it up. Okay? You're doing great. And remember, patience is key because you're gonna get upset. Just don't take it out on anyone. That's it. All right? Great job. Okay. Thanks, Josh. Mr. Badamosi, you're charged with failure to stop and give information, leaving the scene of an accident without exchanging information. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yeah, I apologize. Does the first name?
This is a red flag stack. The defendant admits involvement in the collision and gives conflicting info, even lies about the location. Leaving the scene and refusing to exchange info are separate offences. At a false statement and the prosecutors got momentum probable cause,
Last name start with a G?
Correct.
Okay, I just wanted.
D.
Okay, correct. So on October 16th, 2024, at approximately 2:05 p.m., the officer was flagged down at an intersection of Huffmeister Road and Hempstead Road in reference to an FSGI. Upon arrival, the officer spoke with the complainant, who stated he was parked at a Valero gas station and that he observed the defendant display irate behaviors. The witness observed irate behaviors towards the complainant, who expressed fear for her safety. A witness stated the complainant was attempting to exchange information, and the defendant did not attempt to exchange info and left the scene. The witness tried to follow the defendant approximately 3 miles from the scene when he saw an officer and flagged him down. The officer made contact with the defendant, and the defendant was reluctant to provide identifying information, but then identified himself by name and date of birth. The defendant admitted to being involved in an accident and that the complainant's vehicle had minor damage. The defendant made a false statement that the accident occurred at Huffmeister and Hempstead, and the defendant stated he asked the complainant if she was okay. The defendant was released at the scene, and the officers then met with the complainant at the gas station, who stated she was driving southbound on Huffmeister when she was struck by the defendant's vehicle. The complainant pulled into the gas station, and the defendant began striking her window and became irate. The complainant requested the defendant's insurance information, and the defendant refused and left the scene. The complainant stated the defendant did not ask if she was okay, and the estimated damage was $970.48.
Okay. Have you run his license?
I'll run it right now, Your Honor.
Please. Mr. Badamosi, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case. If you do not have a Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name, then you're not allowed to drive, and that is also a condition of your bond. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
It's eligible, Your Honor.
Hey, file those conditions, please. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, Mr. Badamosi, or did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer?
If we could actually do this now, I
Don't. Just, I have a bunch of, well, not a bunch of days. I have DAs here. Whatever you say, they're going to use it against you. It's best that you just don't say anything now. You need a lawyer in this case. Don't, it's, you could end up with a conviction. You're looking at up to 6 months of jail and or a $2,000 fine. You need a lawyer to represent you in this case. So you can either hire one or you can apply for a court-appointed lawyer one, but you have to qualify for an appointed lawyer. If you'd like, I can give you an application and we'll see whether you qualify or not.
Yes.
What would you like to do? Okay, I need to know everything about you. I need to know how much money you have coming in. I need to know whether you have a spouse that has money coming in, what kind of car you drive, what house, money in the bank account. I need to know everything about you, and then I'll see whether you qualify. Deputy Miranda is going to give you an application. I'll have you sign a receipt with the,
So I go ahead and pay for an attorney, I don't have to do all this, I just go ahead and hire the attorney and stuff.
right. If you wanted to go hire a lawyer, what we would do is I'd have you sign a receipt with Ramona, would get you out of here, and then when you come back, just have a lawyer.
I'll take I'll get mine.
You're going to go hire. Okay, so just bear with me. So I need you to sign our bond conditions. I'll have you sign a receipt with Ramona. Let me just have you take a seat in the jury box. And I'm gonna get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it, and then after that, you'll be free to go. Okay? Mr. Smith, you're charged with criminal trespass. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On February 5th, 2025, a University of Houston student found the defendant sleeping inside a campus building on the 4th floor and believed the defendant was not a resident. The student alerted the on-call desk attendant, who called campus police. Campus police made contact with the defendant, and after running him through TCIC, gyms, and locals, found an active issued campus-wide criminal trespass warning from May 16th, 2024. The officer had previously found the defendant inside a different building on the campus, and these buildings are only accessible to students and staff. The defendant is neither staff nor student. The defendant was then detained.
Right. Mr. Smith, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. No going back to University of Houston. Do you understand? Don't. If you need a lawyer, I can give you a lawyer today. You can tell the lawyer, but I don't want you going back unless you're an active enrolled student there. You're not to go back to any part of U of H. Do you understand? If I find that you violate these conditions, I'm going to put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of weapons as well. Understand? I'm not asking for much. Just don't go back there. If you need a place to sleep, if you need a place to go, we can find that for you. Just don't go back there. All right. I'm gonna stop. Don't. I'll have you, if you want a lawyer, I'll give you a lawyer today. You can tell the story. You do your side to the lawyer. All right. I need you to fill an application for me, Mr. Smith. So Deputy Miranda is going to give me an application. I'm going to have you sign a receipt with Ramona. I will have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions, though, and then I'll find you a lawyer here. All right. Mr. White, you're charged with driving, I guess, with a false driver's license. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
I apologize. Who's this defendant?
White.
White.
Okay.
Okay. On February 4th, 2025, officers responded to a possible fraud at an AutoNation in Harris County, Texas. And the officers met with the sales manager, who informed them that a black male had arrived at the business and attempted to purchase a vehicle with a fictitious driver's license. The manager provided a copy of the driver's license provided to him, and an NCIC TCIC search was done on the driver's license and returned a photograph of a Hispanic male. The sales manager said that was not the same person who had provided the driver's license the previous day. The defendant had provided a salesperson a copy of the fictitious driver's license the day before when trying to purchase the vehicle online, and a salesperson thought it was suspicious when the defendant arrived on the 4th, having provided the driver's license of a Hispanic male and on the day before. The salesperson asked to see his ID, and he provided a paper copy of the same driver's license, although it looked like he had placed a photo over the original photo on the license he had sent the previous day. The defendant could not produce the original driver's license. The officer made contact with the defendant, who admitted the driver's license copy he had provided was not him, although he stated it was him in the photo on the paper copy of the driver's license. The defendant had his real driver's license in his pocket, as well as a doctored paper copy of someone else's driver's license. The defendant also had a copy of the original document he had sent the previous day.
Mr. White, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to pick up any new cases, not to be in this kind of behavior again. I will do everything in my power to protect my community. If I find that anything dubious is going on, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail, and I'm going to make your bond sky high. Do you understand? Can you file no engaging in like behavior, please? No contact with any of the complaining witnesses in these cases as well.
Yes, Judge.
The weapons as well.
Yes, Judge.
Mr. White, do you have the ability to hire a lawyer? I'm going to have you fill out an application. I will take a look to see whether you qualify. Don't endanger my public by any means. Do you understand? All right. I'll get with Deputy Miranda. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions. Mr. Mendoza, you're charged with failure to stop and give information. This is a Class B misdemeanor. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you've done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. The proverbial slap on the wrist that we are doing today. Look at me. The proverbial slap on the wrist. From now on, you are facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. So this, no more. And if you're not in this country with permission, and you do any more than 4 to 6 hours, you will probably get an immigration detainer. Do you understand?
Yes,
If you do not have a license and liability insurance, do not drive. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty to this offense, you can never change this. Is this what you want to do?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to the offense, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to the agreement. Good luck to you, sir. You are Christopher McCormick.
Yes, sir.
Mr. McCormick, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On February 4th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a Lowe's in Harris County, Texas regarding a theft. The officer made contact with the complainant, who advised he stopped a male who intentionally passed all points of sale with merchandise. The defendant had placed items in a cart and proceeded to exit the store. The total was $714.88.
Got it. Mr. McCormick, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to go to any Lowe's whatsoever for any reason. If I find that you go to Lowe's, you pick up a new case, I'm going to revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you mind filing those conditions?
Yes, Judge.
Alex, tell me, do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
No, sir, not at this time.
I'll have you fill out an application. I'll see whether you qualify. So Deputy Miranda's going to give you an application. I'm going to have you go to Ramona, fill it out, and then we'll have you take your seat in the jury box. Okay? Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On February 6, 2025, the officer was dispatched to an intersection in North Houston of Roslyn Road and Little York Road regarding a major crash. The officer made contact with the defendant and observed watery eyes, slurred speech, and improper balance. The officer further observed a strong odor of marijuana. The defendant stated he was driving from his grandmother's house, turned north, and lost control of the vehicle. The defendant stated he had not been drinking, but had smoked marijuana and had marijuana in the vehicle. The officer observed a burnt marijuana cigarette on the crease of the defendant's right ear, and standard field sobriety tests were performed. HGN 0 out of 6, walk and turn and one leg stand were unable to be completed. The defendant was read to DIC and consented to blood.
All right. Mr. Montalvo, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Have you any prior to WIs?
No prior DWIs and his eligible license.
All right. You have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance so you don't have to waste your time coming to court. But I am ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to test you. If I find that you continue to use, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. Do you understand? Just stay in touch with the lawyer. He'll tell you when you have to come back. Don't pick up any new cases and just behave while you're out there. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to have you sign a reset with Ramona. We'll have you get with Fleischer for your bond conditions. And after that, you guys are free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Okay, Josh, you ready?
That was very fun. Go back.